the switch cable. So take out the switch cable and take it out, and now we have back separated. Just put it, keep it on the top of this. Yeah. So once we have opened the back casing, the first step is to go ahead and remove these 4 screws of the main board and disconnect the cables, because remove this, remove this, remove this, remove the fan, and the main thing is this video connector, and remove the board. Once everything is done, just go ahead and take out the board. Once all the screws and the cables have been removed, you can remove the board. And what you're going to get in terms of the new kit is a new motherboard. Which is going to sit here, and for brackets to make it adjust to fit onto the existing screws, and one red cable, red and black cable, which goes to the power supply, then yellow cable, and the twisted cable which goes to the power switch, and a USB port if you choose to connect a USB port. Next step is you would remove the power cable from the existing system. This is a big connector towards the end of the power switch, this one, and plug in the new power cable, which is this one, in the same slot. And so new power cable would fit in, and it connects to the power connector next to the power point right here, red color. So it is power cable going from the power point of the new board to the power connector, the big cable connector, and onto the main power switch. So this is the power connection. Next, you will change the long yellow and blue cable on the power supply where it says CN103. You would remove the CN103 existing cable and put in the CN103 same connector with the yellow and the blue cable on one end, and the other end goes into the main board. This is the power on off switch cable that goes into next to the 3.5mm connector on the board, and then you just connect it here, and the other end of this will go into the power switch on the back panel. So we'll connect it shortly. So with this, what we did was we changed the board. We plug in the these brackets so that it can be hooked up easily, and then we installed it in such a way that this particular display connector comes and plugs in onto the side as how it was on the original board. And then we connected the power cable going from here to that main big power cable connector which we removed here, and then we connected this particular cable, which is fan cable, and the yellow and blue cable going back to the power board and connected to the CN103 connector right here. CN103 connector. And third cable that we connected was the power switch cable, which is next to the 3.5mm connector in the blue pin switch. And now this is going to go to the back of the panel for the power on and off switch. So we are done with these connections. If you do want USB, you can connect a USB from the board, so you can use the keyboard, mouse, or any USB device. Optionally, you could connect a Wi-Fi antenna. It does come with Wi-Fi antenna, the Depict frame, but you could use potentially a different antenna as well if you choose to. Otherwise, you can take one of these Wi-Fi antenna cable out and then connect to the Wi-Fi connector, which is basically, let's look it up. It's, I think, right there on that. Since you connected the power on-off switch connector onto the board, the other end will go on to the switch, which is on the outside, and you will just connect that right here. This. And now we're ready to turn it on and see how it looks.